Hi, and welcome to my channel. My name is Amanda, and we're going to be talking about Insomnia by Stephen King. Again, because there is a glare on this book, I'm going to just pop up a picture here so we can all look without the glare. Also, I decided I should wear coffee cup earrings while we talk about somebody who can't go to sleep. This book had so many elements that I love in a Stephen King novel. It just almost seems like real life and the real world. And then there's just always one subtle difference where you're just like, oh, that's the supernatural element that I've been waiting for. So I really enjoy that about his books. I think that he does such a good job of creating towns. And this town in particular is hosting an event. And it is celebrating a woman who has been promoting her thoughts on abortion. So specifically, she is pro-choice, and she is coming to speak in this town. That is happening in the background of everything else that's going on. But this primarily involves this gentleman who, at the beginning of the story, his wife is really sick with cancer, and we're following his journey through that and how that starts to affect his sleep. And then he's unsure what's happening as he gets less and less sleep. And one night when he can't sleep, he witnesses something in his neighborhood and discovers something about himself that is definitely not natural. I don't know how to really describe this without any spoilers. I will say that almost all Stephen King books, when I read them, I think, oh, that is such a good story, and the characters are great. But there's something about this one that just pushes it up a level, and it made me really, really enjoy this book. I didn't want to stop reading it. It took me a while to get through it because I was trying to pace myself, but I really wanted to just keep reading it. I really enjoyed this. You don't have to know anything about Stephen King or have read anything that he's written before to read this book. Maybe this is not where I would start because it is a really long book, although with Stephen King, you don't have a lot of choices sometimes about starting with a shorter book because a lot of his books are really long. But this book, you don't need to know anything else about any other worlds to enjoy this book. So it is gory. It is gross, just like all of his books have violence. This definitely has its violent moments, as there are people who are opposing the woman coming to speak about pro-choice issues, and so some of that opposition gets violent, but our main character is discovering that maybe those people are not acting on their own or under their own volition. So I highly recommend this book. It is now bumped up there to one of my favorite Stephen Kings. I'm still making my way through his catalog, so I'm not done yet. But right now, it's in the top 5. I really, really enjoyed it. And I want to know if you've read it or what your favorite Stephen King book is if you haven't read Insomnia. Or maybe this is your favorite. I don't know. I just want to know what Stephen King books you've read and loved, and maybe what you read and didn't love so much. Leave me an emoji that makes you feel like you want to go to sleep, whatever that is. Sheep, or a bed, or a pill, something that makes you feel tired. Maybe reading a book does. You can put a book down there. Anything that makes you think about sleeping, put it down there. Even a cup of coffee, which makes you think about not sleeping. I will see you in my next video. Bye.